Chapter 5.4 The Vijayanagara Empire. The establishment of Vijayanagara Empire had been regarded as one of the greatest events in the history of India. This empire, at its zenith means highest point, ruled the whole of southern part of India. The empire, which was founded in 1336 CE, not only safeguarded the religion and the culture, but also developed it. It means the Empire Vijayanagara. Hampi, also called as Vijayanagara, on the bank of river Tungabhadra, was the capital of this empire. The term Hampi is derived from the goddess Pampambika. Presently, Hampi is in Hospet Taluk of Bellary district. Sri Virupaksha was the royal deity of the empire and the royal seal of the rulers. Varaha was their royal emblem. Foundation. The Sangama brothers. So these Sangama brothers are of Sangama dynasty. So he tells that the Sangama brothers, namely Harihara, Bukka, Kampana, Marappa and Mudappa, were great adventurers. Among these, the first two brothers, named Harihara and Bukkaraya, founded the Vijayanagara Empire. This empire was founded at Anagondi, that's a village in Karnataka, in vicinity. Vicinity means the area near to Hampi. So it tells that this empire was founded at Anagondi in the vicinity or in the area of Hampi, and they made it their earlier capital. Origin. There is no doubt that Harihara and Bukkaraya were the founders of Vijayanagara Empire. But there are various arguments among the scholars about the place of origin. According to one theory, Harihara and Bukkaraya were the officials or officer under Prataprudra, the king of Kakatiyas of Warangal in Andhra. So these two brothers, namely whom Harihara and Bukkaraya, revolted or took a violent action against the Delhi Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He is of Tughlaq dynasty and founded the kingdom at Hampi. According to another theory, so let's see another theory, what it tells. Harihara and Bukkaraya were the officials at Hampi region under Hoysala Veera Ballala III. According to one more theory, Sangama was a relative of Kumararama. So, this Sangama was a great courageous ruler of Kummata Durga near Kampili. So, his son, Sangama's son, named Harihara and Bukkaraya, founded the Vijayanagara Empire. Thus, there is no clarity regarding the origin. Political history. The Vijayanagara Empire was ruled by four successive dynasties. They are Sangama dynasty 1336 to 1485 CE, Saluva dynasty 1485 to 1505 CE, Tuluva dynasty 1505 to 1570 CE, Aravidu dynasty 1571 to 1646 CE. So with regard to Sangama dynasty, so here there are the list of Sangama rulers, and they are Harihara Raya first, Bukkaraya first, Harihara Raya second, Devaraya first, Devaraya second, Mallikarjuna Raya and Virupaksha Raya second. With regard to Salva dynasty, so let's see the Salva rulers. Saluva Narasimha. With regard to Tuluva dynasty, let's see the Tuluva rulers. Narasa Nayaka, Veera Narasimha, Krishna Deva Raya, he is the hero in Vijayanagara Empire in your chapter. Achyuta Raya, Sadashiva Raya. With regard to Aravidu rulers, or they were from Aravidu dynasty, Aliyarama Raya, you have to study about them. Tirumala Deva Raya, Sri Ranga first, Venkata second, Venkata third, Sri Ranga third. Krishna Deva Raya, 1509 to 1529 CE. Krishna Deva Raya was one of the greatest emperor of South India. He was the son of Tuluva Narasanayaka and Nagaladevi. So this Tuluva Narasanayaka, he was the father of Krishna Deva Raya. Actually, he was an army of Saluva Narasimha. So Saluva Narasimha is of Saluva dynasty. He tells that Krishna Deva Raya's father named Tuluva Narasanayaka was an army of Salva Narasimha and his mother Nagala Devi. I hope you got the meaning. This Tuluva Narasanayaka, he belongs to Tuluva dynasty. So you can see, if you see this green box, Tuluva rulers Narasanayaka. So he in the sense Krishna Deva Raya came into the throne on the birthday of Lord Krishna in the year 1509 CE. Timmarasa was his prime minister, whom he called Appaji. Listen carefully, now we are moving to the most important part, that is military achievement of Krishna Deva Raya. So let's see the war of 1510 CE. Sultan Yusuf Adil Shah, he was the founder of Adil Shahi dynasty. So it tells that Sultan Yusuf Adil Shah of Bijapur and Sultan Muhammad Shah of Bidar attacked Vijayanagara. So in this war that took place in 1510 CE, Krishna Deva Raya repulsed them. Repulsed them means attacked by force. Yusuf Adil Shah, he is the ruler or the founder of Adil Shahi dynasty, lost his life. Krishna Deva Raya then occupied the fort of Raichur, that is in Karnataka, along with Krishna Tungabhadra Dao. Next achievement, siege or block of Ummaturu. Ummaturu is a village in Karnataka. So he tells that siege of Ummaturu in 1513 CE. Gangaraja, the Nayaka of Ummaturu, revolted against Vijayanagara. Krishna Deva Raya won Penugondai. Penugondai is a town in Andhra Pradesh and laid siege or block to the Ummaturu fort. The rebellion or the revolt was subdued or low-spirited, and the forts of Shivanasamudra and Srirangapatana were captured. Kalinga expedition or Kalinga's journey in 1513 to 1580 CE. Krishna Deva Raya made an expedition or journey on Kalinga to defeat the Gajapati ruler Prataparudra of Orissa. Actually, this Kalinga belongs to the places Telangana, Northeast, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa. These are. So it tells that Krishna Deva Raya made an expedition on Kalinga. Why? To defeat Gajapati, the ruler of Prataparudra of Orissa. So this expedition was conducted in 5 stages. In first stage, Udayagiri, that's in Tamil Nadu fort, was captured. Then he went to Tirupati, that's in Andhra Pradesh, along with his 2 queens named Tirumalamba and Chinnamba to worship Lord Venkateshwara. The idol of Balakrishna was brought from Udayagiri. I told you this Udayagiri is in Tamil Nadu. Here tells that the idol of Balakrishna or Lord Balakrishna was brought from Udayagiri and installed at Hampi, and a gorgeous temple was constructed. Let's see in second stage. The king seized or blocked the fort of Kondavidu, that's in Andhra Pradesh, and defeated the Reddis. Reddis is the caste most commonly seen in Andhra Pradesh, who were the supporter of King Prataparudra. And I told you this King Prataparudra is of Orissa. Due to this, Krishna region, basically this coastal Andhra Pradesh region or Krishna region of Andhra Pradesh, came under Krishna Deva Raya. The administration of this region was entrusted or charged to Salva Timma. In the third stage, Krishna Deva Raya captured the forts of Vijayawada and Kondapalli. The Gajapati king and he is of Orissa and his name is Prataparudra, was forced to flee or run away from the battlefield. In the fourth stage, he captured, this Krishna Deva Raya captured the forts of Anantagiri, Kanakagiri, Devarakonda and others in Telangana region. To commemorate or celebrate this victory, a pillar of victory was erected at Pottanur. In the fifth stage, he means Krishna Deva Raya laid siege to Kotak in Odisha, the capital of Prataparudra. Then the Prataparudra sued or defeated for peace. Krishna Deva Raya gave back all the territories to the north of river Krishna and married his daughter Gajapati king, named as Jaganmohini. Next, Battle of Raichur in Karnataka in 1520 CE. When Krishna Deva Raya was fighting against Kalinga, Ismail Adil Shah So he is the son of Yusuf Adil Shah of Bijapur, recaptured the fort of Raichur. Therefore, Krishnadevaraya once again fought a battle in the year 1520 CE and recaptured the fort. In this battle, the Portuguese musketeer means what? A soldier armed with a musket and a long gun. So, in this battle, the Portuguese musketeers helped Vijayanagara. Satisfied with this help, Krishnadevaraya sanctioned or approved, or you can tell as authorized, the monopolist. Monopolist means what? Single seller business of supplying the Persian horses to Vijayanagara army to the Portuguese. Krishnadevaraya went as far as Bijapur. From here he went to Gulbarga, that's in the place in Karnataka, and defeated Amir Barid, Baridshai dynasty in Bidar. Then he means Krishnadevaraya went up to Bidar. I know you all know this place is in Karnataka, and released the Brahmani Sultan. Brahmani Sultan is the Muslim kingdom from the prison. So then this Krishnadevaraya went to Bidar and released Brahmani Sultan from the prison and placed him in the sense this Brahmani Sultan on the throne. Hence he assumed the title Yavala Pratishtapanacharya. So remember this name. The title. Please go through the map of Vijayanagara Empire under Krishnadevaraya and Brahmani Kingdom. So you can see Brahmani Kingdom is a place where it covered with pink color, and Vijayanagara Empire. So you can see Bijapur, Bidar and Gulbarga comes under Brahmani Kingdom, and Vijayanagara, Hampi, Tarapadri, Talekote, everything. Next, peace in Ceylon. There was political instability in the island of Ceylon, that's in Sri Lanka. There were revolt against King Vijayabahu. Vijayabahu is a Sri Lankan king. Krishnadevaraya intervened or involved in its political affairs, and peace was established. Bhuvanaikkyabahu, the son of Vijayabahu, was brought to power. So the last day of Krishnadevaraya were unhappy. His only son Tirumala died under mysterious circumstances in 1524 CE. The king who was grieved or hurt by this incident died in 1529 CE. Krishnadevaraya was the greatest king of Vijayanagara. He himself was a poet and wrote Amukta Malyada, Jambavati Kalyanam and Usha Parinayam. There were 8 poets called Ashtadigajas in his court. As soon as he came to the throne, he abolished marriage tax. He was a devotee of Lord Venkateshwara of Tirupati. In memory of his mother Nagala Devi, he built a new city called Nagalapura, that's in Hospet. He honored the great scholar Vyasatirtha by placing him on the throne. He built Purandara Mantapa at Hampi. He honored Allasini Peddanna by placing him on the royal elephant. Krishnadevaraya built many tanks and canals for both drinking water and irrigation purposes. The tanks built by him are being used by the farmers even today. A huge tank was constructed for the people of Hampi, and drinking water was supplied through canals. The king himself was an artist and inspired others. For instance, the king himself acted as Krishna in Sanskrit drama called Jambavati Kalyanam. So you have read that he himself was a poet and wrote Amukta Malyada Jambavati Kalyanam. So he tells that he, in the sense the king himself acted as Krishna in Sanskrit drama called Jambavati Kalyanam during the Chaitra festival of Lord Virupaksha. This show was appreciated by the people. He had many titles like Kannada Rajarama Ramana, Kavi Pungava, Karnatakandra Bhoja, Yavana Raja Pratisthana Panacharya, etc. Next, you can expect a question like this, and it constitutes 5 marks. What were the causes and result of Battle of Talekote? So let's know about the Battle of Talekote in 1565 CE. So the Battle of Talekote was a decisive battle in the history of Vijayanagara Empire. So the battle was fought in the range of 40 kilometers. This battle was fought between the villages of Rakkasagi and Tangadagi near Talekote. Hence, it is called the Battle of Talekote or Rakkasa Tangadi. Some scholars believe that the decisive battle was fought at Krishna Bannihatti. Hence, it also called as the Battle of Bannihatti. Aliyaramaraya, he is the son-in-law of Krishnadevaraya, that's why it called as Aliyaramaraya, was the leader of Vijayanagara troops. On the opposite side was the coalition army. Coalition, I know you all know the meaning. So on the opposite side was the coalition army of Shahi Sultan. So this Shahi Sultan, this grand army comprised a troop of Adil Shah of Bijapur, Nizam Shahis of Ahmednagar, Qutub Shahis of Golconda and Barid Shahis of Bidar. So you have the doubt, who won in this battle? Unfortunately, Vijayanagara Empire lost the battle. Now let's see the causes for the battle. Number 1. Supremacy over the Doab region. The fertile Doab region between the river Krishna and Tungabhadra became a bone of contention or disagreement between the two powers, hence responsible for this battle. Which battle? The Battle of Talaikote. Number 2. Religious differences. Though Adil Shahis were Muslim and they were the Hindu, who this Vijayanagara. So religious difference. The religious and cultural differences between Vijayanagara and Shahi Sultan became one of the causes for the battle. Number 3. The policy of Aliyaramaraya. Ramaraya of Aravidu family married the daughter of Krishnadevaraya and became famous as Aliyaramaraya. He became a de facto or existing ruler during the reign of Achyutaraya and Sadashivaraya. He interfered in the internal disputes of Shahis, who is Aliyaramaraya. He followed the policy of divide and rule with the Shahis of Bijapur and Ahmednagar. The Shahis forgot their enmity. Enmity means the state or feeling of being opposition. So the Shahis forgot their enmity and united through various alliances and matrimonial relations. All these events led to formation of the Grand Shahi Confederacy or coalition consisting of Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda and Bidar. Number 4. Immediate cause. Ali Adil Shah of Bijapur demanded the return of Raichur from Aliyaramaraya. Ramaraya refused and asked the Sultan to take it in battlefield. This was the immediate cause for the battle. So let's see the cause. The battle, as you all know, this battle of Talaikote. So the battle was fought on Tuesday, 23rd January 1565 CE. Aliyaramaraya, who was brought about 90 years old, fought bravely in the battle. In the beginning, Vijayanagara forces gained upper hand, but Ramaraya, who was captured by Shahi's soldier, was beheaded and his head was paraded in the battlefield. This created panic among Vijayanagara soldiers. They ran away from the battlefield. The Shahi Sultan won the battle. Thus, the decisive battle in the history of South India came to an end within a day. Let's see the result. The Vijayanagara Empire lost its glory. The successful Shahi army looted the city of Vijayanagara for many months. Number 2. The Portuguese were restricted to Goa region without the support of Vijayanagara. It was set back to their trade. Actually, we have discussed in Battle of Raichuru. In this battle, this Portuguese musketeer helped Vijayanagara, and with the satisfaction of this help by Krishnadevaraya, he authorized the monopoly of business of supplying the Persian horses to Vijayanagara army to the Portuguese. So it tells that these Portuguese were restricted to Goa region without the support of Vijayanagara. Number 3. Religious endowment or religious obstacles to centers like Sringeri, Tirupati, Srishaila and Kalahasti stopped. This was an obstacle to the development of the religion. Number 4. Aravidu dynasty, which started its rule from Penugonda and Chandragiri in Andhra Pradesh, was unable to gain control over the region of South India. The feudatories of Vijayanagara empires like Nayakas, Palegars became independent. This led to the disintegration or losing of Vijayanagara Empire.